As you can see, I am divinely inspired, and part of my point is that I trained myself. And my ancestors inspired me through history and other ways to see the truth and not Jafefian philosophies. Martial artists have the insight to see the truth and understand symbolism such as cutting the head off and cutting off the penis. Northern Egypt was the head of violating sacred tradition. It represented the lower self, wanting to rebel in the name of satanic liberation, which was later on retold in the Bible. Since history repeats itself, there is nothing new under the sun. And that is why there are tears of the sun, because we are of this bitch, not in it. In the documentary Planet Earth, Birth of an Empire, Narmer, at 41 minutes, it talks about 120,000 captives, 1 million goats, and 400,000 cattle. If you think these were not martial artists, what the fuck do you think they were? They also make it clear that this is one of the oldest depictions of a battle that has been proven. So Beni Hassan is the oldest depiction of martial arts. And in Lower Egypt, where you have Buto, where the Hittites brought Asians, the Japanese, and then their martial arts, which they call Budo with a D. Okay, it's part of the Babylonian wordplay, and Latin being the language of scholars. Okay, so-called language of scholars to confuse people. And even calling Latin and not Hebrew or an Afro-Asiatic language the language of scholars has certain implications that do not reflect well upon the ruling class or academia at large for tolerating such blatant ethnocentrism. So at 42 minutes, you also see proofs where they talk about the upper and lower crowns of Egypt. And one is worn on the front, one is worn on the back. So as you start getting used to how the Egyptians think, it becomes very obvious what is going on. You people are stealing our history. You are violating the divine order. And now you've gained the upper hand using alchemy, which is a form of poisoning the earth in the name of technology, just like you poison its inhabitants. You seek to assimilate us using martial arts and little things that are the gateway drugs, if you will. Babylonian philosophies, such as communism, are the opiates of the masses. They destroy one mind, body, and soul and make it so that you have little heart. You are a conformist, vicious little tart if you're a female. And you're just a small part if you're a male. If you go along with their philosophy, then you are from their temple. It doesn't mean we can't be friends. There will be no racism when I'm around in Grape Canyon Park. Kids can come, it's a family park. We will consider that. We'll follow the rules to the best of our ability. Don't try to entrap me by opening the gates early, and then coming and saying, hey, you're not supposed to be here, and calling the police and having it documented and little bitch shit like that when you know it's political. Don't politically abuse your jobs. And as I slowly but surely gain the upper hand, you may not regret it. And I'm not threatening anyone. Thank you.